Don't keep back up. You stay right here. Because you know what time it is? We gotta charge it up. Kagurabachi time. I had all the passengers move to a different car. When the train stops at the next station, we'll have to get them off. After that, it'll be just us and the conductor. We're heading towards Shinkutsuji Temple. We'll get you there safely.
Understood, Mr. Rokuhira.
You dropped the mister. This man wielded a Kumayuri enchanted blade 18 years ago. Really? I mean, how old is this guy?
That is an interesting picture.
Wait, what do you mean?
He looks so awkward.
I mean, is he not an awkward guy?
He's like
Oh,
this.
I can't say that. I'm an awkward guy.
He's like this.
Hey,
What is this?
Yoji Uhara. What is it?
Do you mind if I hold it?
What? Like a baby? I don't mind, but my brain went somewhere else. I'm not gonna lie when he said that, but
That thing long, ain't it?
What's long? Would you?
I don't mind, but weren't you going to make sure about my identity? I mean, whether I'm really Rokuhira's son?
What's that? Crazy talk. You're not Rokuhira's son, Mr. Rokuhira. You're Mr. Rokuhira himself. I'm sorry.
Huh?
Rewind.
Whoa,
What?
buddy! Yo, excuse me. Okay, he's more delusional than I realized. The way he stares is weird.
You give off the exact same vibe as him, so there's no doubt about it. It's been 18 years. It's like meeting him again after all this time. It's supposed to be a sweet moment.
I can't.
Delusional. And the seventh enchanted blade is physical proof. It's the real thing. It all fits.
He treats it like a baby too.
Right after the war, some of the Kamunabi started to turn against the enchanted blades and Mr. Rokuhira.
Oh.
It made sense that he went into hiding. Well, at least he wasn't alone. For 15 years.
We had a good life.
I'm glad to hear that. We had a good life. Show a picture of dead father.
It's been just over 3 years since my father was murdered. The Shaku stole the enchanted blades and have been maneuvering in secret, manipulating Sojo and the Azami. See? He's been manipulated! See?
Oh my God.
My man's was not as crazy as they were trying to make him, and plotting to kill the sword's contracted owners, you included, so they can wield the swords. And that weapon was part of their plot. It sounds like what you saw at Kokugoku were the weapons Sojo created. They're made from Dentenseki, the enchanted blade's source material. They allow the wielder to temporarily wield powers on par with the enchanted blades, in exchange for their lives.
You know a lot about this.
But I didn't know there were so many. In any case, the Hishaku's plot is to attack all at once with powers on par with the enchanted blades, and to take down all the Sanzo fortresses.
Meanwhile, the Hishaku themselves are still operating behind the scenes.
I hear one did make an appearance at Kokugoku.
But only for a moment. He clearly was leading those sorcerers.
They seemed averse to taking on personal risk. In that case, we can assume the supply is infinite. At least I got enough of those weapons Sojo made and hired hands to wield them, to attack the fortresses. And the weapons we have of that caliber are Inten and Flamebone.
#GOK.
So, we're totally outgunned. Can we really hold them off?
Your calculations are nonsense. I'm still alive. Their first attack on the Sanzo fortress was a failure. And besides...
We'll give our lives to hold them off for as long as we can! You better survive or we'll curse you! Man's dead. He's like, what, you think he's alive? Look.
Let's see if he can cook.
Alright now. Hey, Clark! What's our status? The facility's wrecked and 4 guards are severely injured. And the rest? We're doing well. Alright, give me a tag number 108. Here we go, you bastards.
The guards at the fortresses are elite fighters.
Chapter 48. The Kokugoku Steam Squad. Squad!
On the water squad.
The signal. Mr. Uruhara escaped.
Then our job now is to lure the enemy. Okay, I don't want to do that one.
Then our job is to lure the enemy.
And finish them off. If they just hired some random sorcerers as assassins, they're out of their league. Those weapons might give them a momentary edge, but my guys won't go down easily. The Kabunabi guards have more than just speed and strength going for them. They're also experienced and work well together.
You think they could win?
I spent 3 years with them. I have at least that much faith in them.
Smoke axe!
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he come in there, he said, so much for giving our lives. They out here exploding. Uraha's with his new escorts.
They're headed to the Senkutsuji temple.
Let's beat them there. We'll surprise Uraha.
Nice!
We'll give them a warm welcome. All right. So they kind of go with it. Okay, they're not bad. I was sitting there thought they're gonna like die. There's nobody here. This is our stop. Oh, that's
Good selection. Wish we had this in my neighborhood. Guess hiring a bunch of random sorcerers wasn't enough. Well, at least we eliminated a few, thanks to the Dentenseki.
You look happy.
Of course I am. Yura finally gave us permission to move. For the past 3 years since we scored the enchanted blades, it's been prepare for this and prepare for that. Boring. That was just a prelude, if you will. Now we begin the main act. Of course I'm excited.
Hirohiko, you do realize his bodyguards have an enchanted blade. You're excited?
I know that, but we don't need to engage with Enten to kill Uraha. That's why we lugged these guys all the way here. This'll make him lose his cool. He'll charge right to us.
God freaking dang it. Really? I just gave y'all props. I should have just waited. I said, oh, they're not so bad after all. Like, we're gonna go over there and try to be surprised with Uraha, man.
I'm not gonna lie. A part of me kind of saw this coming. I felt like that was something like that was gonna happen. I felt like what I thought was going to happen was that they showed up, they're like, hey, Uraha, and then they get freaking attacked and got like sliced and diced like right there in front of him. I thought that probably was gonna happen.
I'll come back later.
If it were me, I'd freak out and run right into their trap, but this guy gets it. He knows how important his life is.
What impressive self-control. Well, so be it. Shall we begin?
So, I was already saying this before, but like, here we go again with no breaks. This sucker's like, all right, I already know I gotta fight. Somebody's already here. Like, look, let's go. Now, with this particular character here, I do wonder just how strong they are at this point. I mean, obviously this particular person should be able to like hold their own. I'm assuming this person's gonna be around for a little bit. Like, the reason why they're like introducing this character all in your face like this, like, I'm fine, ready. I'm ready to freaking dust off the dust mites off these hands. I've been waiting to throw hands since '95. All right, now that we're here, we gotta start going. All right, so now they're gonna start fighting, and we're gonna see what they're capable of. And actually, maybe this could be a good highlight or showcase, maybe, with this how this enemy squad works and how strong they actually are. Right, like this can be a good like example of what we're actually dealing with here. You know what I mean?
There also is that other guy who's there, and I'm pretty sure he's not just there to be a cheerleader. Pretty sure he probably can fight too, so...
Yeah, I mean, like I said, we're gonna see how the enemy actually fights for real, with maybe potentially without using the enchanted blade power-up thingy, because apparently, I'm assuming you can't use it for very long. It's the long... There's not like a long wait time with that. Like, once you use it, you got maybe a couple of minutes, and if you don't stop within a couple of minutes, kablooey! Explosion!
Pretty much.
Because, so I doubt with this character here, I don't think they're going to be doing that. This person has, like, the whole symbol on their hand, similar to the person that killed Kunishige. So, this chapter's pretty good, though. I like the layering of just how the story is unfolding for us. Introduction to these new characters is, again, seamless. Like, he does one thing I will say. So far, he has not missed so far with how he introduces every like new character he decides to put into the series. They all just have some type of like feeling, some type of aura about them, and it all really just like encapsulates and just, it makes the moment feel bigger. We don't even see much from this character so far, but it's just like, it's about to be a big fight. And I like how he's able to just give you that feeling every time. And again, with how the pacing is like set up with this, we are going fast, but we're still getting information as time goes on with the whole thing here. So yes, and Uraha, like, brother, what's up? How you gonna sit there and be like, oh, he is Kunishige, basically, is what you're saying? Like, it's just like, I don't know, he's such a weird guy, but at the same time, he's kind of wholesome, but he's so weird. It's a weird feeling to have with this guy. I don't know. I hope his character does get like cooler, maybe. I mean, like, maybe when he starts fighting some more or something, maybe I'll let that slide or something. It's kind of like the Zenitsu effect. Like, I don't like Zenitsu like that because his character's like, ugh. But when he starts going in, it's not gonna be going in. I'm like, okay. The guards that were protecting Uraha, I will say, I thought they were good until they weren't, because they just got bodied in like 2.2 seconds, and like, aha, I got freaking these suckers in the back. This is why it becomes like, it's not gonna be like a full fight in the first place, because you also got that as like a bargaining chip type of situation. Granted, if that guy's still conscious, I'm pretty sure he's like, run away, Rod, don't even worry about this, don't worry about us, and no, they might end up dying anyways, though. I don't see them living very long, okay?
I will say that I like I like how all of the characters are different, even on, obviously, the pro tags and tags, with this character, they're giving me a mixture of like Sojo with like a sprinkle of Chihiro, in the sense of, because Sojo was like always talking about like how he wanted to like test out his sword and stuff like that, and like wants to fight. They have the same like energy in that sense, but obviously not as, I don't want to say psychotic, because I don't think Sojo was psychotic necessarily. He was just very overzealous.
Yeah.
And out there.
Yeah.
He was a tad psycho. And I think this character's also a tad psycho, but more
this is like a shock code. Like, these suckers are probably all insane if you really think about it, all right? Look, they might be like all on a different like insanity track or something, One's just insane for blood, one must be insane for flesh, one must be insane for, what I mean? Like, it might be in that kind of like category. You never know. I wouldn't be surprised. Look.
I am looking forward to that in the next chapter, to see what type of fighting style they have.
What kind of sorcery they got.
Yeah, because Hokazono has he's really good at coming up with different types of fight styles, even if they're somewhat similar. Obviously, with the enchanted blades, they're all blades. The Sanuchi, I didn't think that the strongest enchanted blade was gonna be freaking green giant, freaking making things sprout out of people's eyeballs. Like, I wasn't expecting that.
I mean, it's an impressive sword.
But it makes sense.
Anna, what would you give this chapter of Kagurabachi?
7.5.
Interesting. I'll give it. I like your rating, actually. I'm gonna give it 7.5 as well.
Yeah. It's not.
It's a setup chapter.
Yeah, it's a good setup chapter. I'm hoping that the next chapter will be like 8.5. I mean, if it's
I'm only docking points because I was hoping that those guys were gonna still be alive, but it looked like they might not be alive. So like they gave me hype, and then they took it away almost immediately. So I was like, bro, like what the heck? I can never have anything good. Every time Hokazono, remember the upper lip crust sucker? Like, I thought he was gonna live, but it's like it didn't live. All right, it's like gone. Yeah. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Yeah. God made me sad, man.
Oh my god.
So with all that said and done, leave your comments below and tell me what y'all think about this week's chapter of Kagurabachi. Like this video, helps with algorithm with this video getting out to more Kagurabachi fans like you and I, so we can talk more about Kagurabachi with each other, okay? We can bachi our Kaguras, bro. Come on now. Subscribe, because we'll be doing this every week. As long as Hokazono gives it to us, we will be reviewing it and live reacting to it, all right? That's Anna M.
That's me.
And I'm the Thabreakmaster. Break out the...
They're headed to the Senkutsuji temple.
I'm sorry.
Why do you read that so uncomfortably? Like he said, "No, I gotta make sure I say this correct."
Now I'm gonna do it again.
Wait.